Welcome to my YouTube channel, Charles. Hey everyone, myself Tanya Singla. If you didn't yet subscribe my channel, so first of all do it fast and like my videos. Today's topic of discussion is methods or instruments of monetary policy, or how does the central bank control money supply. The central bank adopts various measures to control the supply of money in the economy. Largely, these measures relate to credit creation capacity of the commercial bank, which is why monetary policy of the central bank is often taken as a credit control policy. Principal instruments of monetary policy or credit control policy of the central bank are broadly classified as quantitative instruments and qualitative instruments. Quantitative instrument relates to the overall quantity of money in the economy. The availability of credit is squeezed when there is an inflationary pressure in the economy, and it is expanded when there is economic slowdown or recession. Qualitative instruments, on the other hand, are the instruments of selective credit control, or those instruments which concentrate more on the advice to the banking institution rather than policy rates. Repo rate, reverse repo rate, CRR, SLR, etc. So, quantitative instruments of monetary policies are repo rate, open market operation, cash reserve ratio, statutory liquidity ratio, and qualitative instruments are margin requirement, rationing of credit, and Morale Suassion. So, let's start. These are those instruments of monetary policy which affect overall supply of money, credit in the economy. These instruments do not direct or restrict the flow of credit to some specific sector of the economy. These are as under, first of all, we talk about repo rate. The repo rate refers to the rate of interest at which the central bank gives short period loans to the commercial bank. The increase in repo rate is often followed by increase in the market rate of interest. Accordingly, the cost of credit changes in the market during inflation. Now, I will also tell you what are the measures we do during inflation or during deflation. So, to correct the situation of excess demand or inflationary gap, repo rate is increased. Therefore, commercial bank also raise the rate of interest. This reduces demand for credit. Therefore, aggregate demand will also reduce and excess demand will be corrected. To correct the situation of deficit demand or deflationary gap, repo rate is lowered. Therefore, commercial bank also reduce the rate of interest. This increased demand for creditor. Therefore, aggregate demand will also raise and deficit demand will be corrected. So this was all about repo rate. Now, open market operation. Open market operation refers to the sale and purchase of security in the open market by the central bank. By selling the securities like national savings certificates, the central bank soak liquidity from the economy, and by buying the security, the central bank release liquidity. So it means sales and purchase of security by RBI in open market. Correct the situation of excess demand or inflationary gap, cash balance need to be reduced. Therefore, central bank tries to sell securities. It reduces the purchasing power from the market, and it reduced. To correct the situation of deficit demand or deflationary gap, cash balancing need to be increased. Therefore, central bank tries to purchase securities. It increase the purchasing power will also increase the market. So, AD is increased. AD we mean aggregate demand. Now, cash reserve ratio. This refers to the legally required cash reserve of the commercial bank with the central bank as a percentage of their total deposit. This is fixed by the central bank and is varied from time to time with a view to controlling the supply of money in the economy. Cash reserve ratio specifies the maximum loans credit that the commercial banker can legally give on the basis of their cash reserve. It is just reciprocal of credit multiplier 1 upon CRR, cash reserve ratio. So cash reserve ratio. To correct the situation of excess demand, CRR is increased. This reduces the capacity of commercial bank to create credit. Therefore, availability of credit in market will also reduce accordingly. Aggregate demand reduces. And to correct the situation of deficit demand, cash reserve ratio decrease. This decreases the capacity of commercial bank to create credits. Therefore, availability of credit in market will also decrease. Accordingly, aggregate demand decrease. So this refers to the legally required cash reserve of commercial bank with the central bank as a percentage of their total deposit. Now, statutory liquidity ratio (SLR). This refers to the liquid asset of the commercial bank which they are required to maintain as a minimum percentage of their total deposits. The liquid asset include cash, gold, approved securities. Statutory liquidity ratio (SLR) is fixed by the RBI and varied from time to time as yet another instrument of its monetary policy. Like CRR rise in SLR signals that the bank need to maintain healthy reserve and restrict the creation of their liability by way of demand deposit, so that when SLR is raised, credit creation capacity of the bank is reduced. On the other hand, when SLR is lowered, banks are encouraged to expand their loans for purpose of investment or consumption. Now, qualitative instruments. After studying the quantitative instrument, it's time to study the qualitative instruments. These instruments direct or restrict the flow of credit to specified areas of economic activities. Of course, some qualitative instrument may carry some shade of the quantitative instrument as well. These are broadly classified as margin requirement, rationing of credit, and Morale Suassion. So let's start with the margin requirement. The margin requirement of loan refers to the difference between the current value of security offered for loan and the value of loan granted. Suppose a person mortgaged a house with 1 crore with the bank and bank gave him loan of 80 lakh for its purchase. The margin requirement in this case would be 20 lakh. In case the flow of credit is to be restricted for certain business activity, economy, the margin requirement of loan is raised. The margin required is lower in case of flow of credit is to be increased. Often the margin requirement is kept high for speculative activities. Now, rationing of credit. Rationing of credit refers to the fixation of credit quotas to different business activities. Rationing of credit is introduced when the flow of credit is to be taxed, particularly for the speculative activities in the economy. The central bank fixes credit quota for different business activity. Commercial bank cannot exceed the quota limit with granting loans. A Morale Suassion. Sometimes the central bank makes the member bank agree through persuasion or pressure to follow its directives on flow of credit. The bank generally does not ignore the central bank. Banks are required to flow of credit during inflation to be liberal in lending during deflation. So these all are the qualitative instruments and quantitative instruments for money control. Thanks for watching video and don't forget to like my video.